We'll chant Om 3 times, followed by the invocation shlokas. Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vedvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं. Good morning. We are covering chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita. We're talking about Jnana Vijnana Yoga. So in verse number 4, Lord Krishna said, Bhupirapo nalo vayukam mano buddhirevacha ahankaram iti yamme vinna prakriti ashtada. So here what Bhagavan was saying is, he was saying that he has two prakritis. One is prakriti in this case, nature in this context. So it's the para prakriti and apara prakriti. One is lower and the other is higher. Now, in this, so the idea is that even though they are two different prakritis of him, one is lower and other is higher, they both are him alone. Right? So this Bhumi, Apaha, Nalaha, Vayuhu, Kammana, all of this, what are they saying is that anything and everything that are made up of Panchamahabhutas, all the five great elements outside, which is everything including our body, including our mind and buddhi, ahankara, all of them are part of our lower prakriti. And what about the higher prakriti? Apareya iti stvanya prakriti vidhime param. Jiva bhuta mahabaho yayedam dharyate jagat. So he said that the higher prakriti is the one that is giving sentience to everything in this world, the one that is consciousness. So that is basically Satchit Ananda Swarupa Paramatma itself is the higher prakriti. So they both are God alone. So, and and together, etat yonini bhutani sarvani upadharya aham krishnasya jagata prabhava pralayastadha. Here, he said that together, he is the reason for everything in the universe. We talked about, so for a creation of everything, aham krishnasya jagata prabhava. Prabhava means for birth of everything and dissolution of everything. So that means we talked about Upadana Karana and Nimitta Karana. Upadana means material cause. So when for creation, the material cause of is him, because to create some material is required. So that material cause is him alone. And For dissolution, an intelligent decision has to be made that it has to be dissolved. So that efficient cause, that intelligent cause or nimitta karna is also him. And because he alone is both material and this efficient cause, it is called abhinna abhinna nimitta upadana karana. So what it meant is that he alone is both material and efficient cause, in which what the significance of this statement is that there's nothing other than him, and whatever you see is him alone. Then he, in case if you have any confusion that okay, maybe there's some bad thing in this world, is could be not God. Okay, so maybe a disease, maybe a virus like COVID, or maybe uh, some rakshasa like Ravana, or some whoever bad people, like who are a what you call, like a stain on humanity. Okay, are they God or are they different from God? No, no, no. Even that is God alone, because Matha Parataram Nanyat Kinchit Asti Dhananjaya. Other than me, nothing, not even a single a little bit is there, and nothing. Sorry, there is nothing higher than me. Okay, and then also there's nothing other than me. Okay, Matta Anyat Kinchit Nasti. There's nothing other than me. Matta Parataram. Uh, Karanam anyat kinchit api nasti means there is no higher cause than God. And he said, he gave a most famous example there. He said, Mai sarvamidam purotam sutre manigana iva. So here he gave an example of a bead necklace in which he is the thread that is holding on to everything. So again, in this example, what were the things that are seen is like points that he brought is gems are seen and apara prakriti, lower nature. Strings represent the unseen connecting chaitanya, the higher prakriti, para prakriti. Gems and strings are, but however, every example has got a deficiency, because the example is trying to give an example, not exactly a replication, right? So what is the lopa or the deficiency in this particular example is that in this example, gems and string are separate. In case of Lord, both gems are him, string is also him. He's both para and apara prakriti. So with that, what happened is that he started now. Now the question is that what does this mean is that in me, my body is Sharira Traya, meaning we have three, right? Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karna Sharira, physical body, subtle body, and causal body. They are Apara Prakriti. The Chaitanya, the Sakshi, the consciousness is Para Prakriti. So now things to reflect is how far is God away from me? Where can I search for God? So I cannot really search for God, just like fish cannot search for water, because fish is in water, it is born in water, it is living in water, and it is dying in water. Okay? In the same way, I cannot really search for God. Rather, I should understand that everything is God alone. So whatever I taste, see, smell, touch, everything is God alone. My body is also God. So there is no such thing as other than God. Now, to make this point more clearer, he gives a series of four shlokas. And in these four shlokas, he's trying to get to a point. What is the point? We'll come to that in a second. Okay. So we will start with shloka number 7. And can one of you go off mute and repeat after me? Okay. So first let me break down the shloka. Then we'll the words and then rasaha aham apsu. So rasaha and aham and apsu together become rasoham apsu. Kaunteya prabhasmi. That is two words again. Prabha and asmi.
Mata Ratha. I can't read it. My eyes are blurry.
No, it is Prabha and Asmi. So there are two words, Prabhasmi. It will become Prabhasmi.
Me.
Okay. And then Shashi and Surya Yoho. That is Shashi and Surya, meaning moon and sun. Shashi
This
Surya.
is number shloka
Yeah,
number
I'm looking
7.
at 7, 8. I know you said 7, Venkat. So maybe
It's
Jay is
8,
looking at 7. It should
Am
be
I on the
7,
wrong
8.
page?
No, we should be on
Oh,
7, 8. Yeah,
okay, it is 7, 8. I'm so sorry.
that's okay.
I'm sorry. It is. So let's start again. Rasaha, aham, apsu. Together become rasoham apsu. Kaunteya. Prabhasmi again is made up of two words, Prabha and Asmi. Shashi and Surya Yoho. It is Shashi Surya Yoho. Pranavaha. Sarva Vedeshu. There are two words in there. Sarva Vedeshu. Shabdaha. Khe. Paurusham. Nrushu. So these are the words.
Right.
So, one of you please chant after me. Rasohamapsu kaunteya.
Rasohamapsu konteya.
Prabhasmi shashi suryayoho.
Prabhasmi ses.
Shashi.
Ses. Sur. Ye. Yayo.
Shashi suryayoho. Pranava sarva vedeshu.
Pranava sarva vedeshu.
Shabda khe pauru. Shabda khe paurusham rushu.
Shabda ke po porasam ristu.
So here, what is Bhagwan trying to say is that let me first simplify. Okay, so he's talking about three aspects. Okay, one is in the previous shloka. Okay, he actually somewhere he said that everything is made up of me, right? So there are three aspects. One is they are the nature of Lord, meaning they are Lord, Madatmaka. Then everything is strung on me. And then the other thing he said is that their existence is Lord and Lord alone. Now, to show this, what he did is that he gave a bunch of examples. And in each of example, what you want to understand is there are three things. What, why, and therefore. So coming to a conclusion. So this verse and like subsequent verses, these four verses are exercises in contemplation to understand the pervasive nature of Lord. So to see the pervasive nature of the Lord, I must understand what is the nature of Lord. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. So that means what? Rasaha. Okay, so first let's understand apsu. Apsu means water. Means apaha means water. Apsu means in water. Aham, I am. Rasaha, I am the rasa. Rasa can be understood as taste. Rasa can be understood as liquidity. Okay, so taste or liquidity. So I am the taste in water. What does this mean? Is the whole so rasa, I mean, from a Vedantic perspective, rasa is tanmatra, like shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. That's what we say. So rasa is Tanmatra means the taste that is there is called as rasa. And the whole water, okay? Water is that rasa alone. In the rasa of water, this water is strong. Means what? Water has no existence other than rasa. So water is made up of rasa. If water, so if rasa is taken out from water, water doesn't exist. So water is rasa alone. And that Lord is rasa. So let me go over this. What is he saying? What water is rasatmaka. Why? So we said like what, why, and therefore, right? And why? Because why are we calling water as rasatmaka? Because water is strong in its cause, rasa. Therefore, water is rasa alone. Okay. And what is God saying? I am that rasa in water. So, Lord is rasa and rasa is water. So, water is Lord. And then that means that when you see water, it is Lord alone. Whether you see it, taste it, touch it, whatever you do with water, okay, it is Bhagwan alone. Is this concept clear? How the thought flow is going? Rasaha apsu kaunteya. Aham rasaha apsu means I am the liquidity in water or the taste of water. Now, any questions, please pause and ask me, okay? Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayoho. Prabha Asmi Shashi Suryayoho. Shashi and Surya. So Yoho means both Shashi and Surya. Okay? Shashi and Surya means moon and sun. Okay. What about in Shashi, so in moon and sun, what is he? He is Prabha. So Prabha means the luminosity. The luminosity because of which they are shining is Lord alone. Okay. So sun and moon are, and then he is the luminosity. So if you take out the luminosity from sun and moon, they are not there. Now, you can say, well, this statement, I can understand sun as luminosity, and if luminosity is taken from sun, he is not sun anymore. Moon is reflected light. So if moon is reflected light, why are you giving the example of moon? Right? Because simple question is that if moon is reflected light, and is it like either our sages and Bhagavan Krishna did not know it is moon is just a reflected light. It is not a really illuminating aspect. No, the idea is that the whatever you are seeing and whatever you recognize it as, that whichever you recognize it, that is what I am. So if you recognize moon as the nightly bright object in the sky that gives light during night, especially like before there was electricity, etc. Right? So that light alone is me. If not for that light, you wouldn't recognize moon and moon wouldn't be visible. So that's the whole idea of being Shashi is also of luminous body. So Shashi and Suryayoho. So their essential quality is light for us. Okay, because their essential quality is light, and if there is no light, there is no them. I mean, there's no existence for them, and that whatever is causing that existence of those, that is me. So Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayoho. Then comes the Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu. Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu. So among all the Vedas, I am Pranava. Pranava means Omkara Shabda is called Pranava. So now, so what is happening here? Now, what are these Vedas? These Vedas are glorified in, I mean, like the Vedas are what we call a Shastra, and they, what is glorified in Shastra? Brahman. Okay, Brahman is glorified in Shastra. So now what is Pranava? It is said, Prakarshena Nuyate, Stuyate, iti Omkaraha, iti Pranavaha. That was the definition of Pranava. Means whatever is specially glorified in entire Shastra, Prakarshena. Prakarshena means with a lot of what do you call, like, specially, right? Okay, Nuyate or Stuyate, it means it is glorified, it is sung, it is praised upon. That is Omkara. That itself is Pranava. So now, why is Omkara glorified? Is because it represents the entire, it represents Bhagwan. It represents the entire universe. In fact, there is an Upanishad called Mandukya Upanishad, which is analyzing what Om Shabda is. Now, it is also said that there are 108 Upanishads, and one of those Upanishads, Muktika Upanishad, says about how to study Upanishads. Study Mandukya. If you got it, you got it. You don't have to study anything else. If you did not get it, if you did not get the meaning of Mandukya, then study the 10 major Upanishads. 10 major Upanishads are the 10 major Upanishads. Major Upanishads means the Upanishads on which Vyasa Bhagavan, meaning Veda Vyasa, he wrote commentaries, Brahma Sutras, and later on, those are the same 10 on which Shankaracharya ji wrote commentaries upon. They are like, starts with Kena Upanishad, Isha, Kena, Mandukya, Mundaka, Prashna, Aitareya, Chandogya, then Brihadaranyaka. Then I'm probably missing two more. Taittiriya is one, and then another one I'm unable to recall. But so 10 Upanishads are there. So you need to, if you don't understand Mandukya, read these 10. If you did not get this, then read 108 Upanishads. That is what this Muktika Upanishad says. So, and what is the essence of Mandukya? Omkara. So what is, so that Omkara is me. That's what Bhagavan is saying. This Om is said as it becomes the Vyahruti, Bhu, Bhuvaha, and Suvaha. Okay. What are you talking about? Okay. In Omkara, there are, how many sounds are there in Om?
Maybe two.
If you break down Om, how many syllables or how many sounds you can break them?
Three.
Three.
A, U, and Ma.
A, U, and Ma. In our Vedanta, we say it is not three, but it is four. You are right. You are not incorrect. It is just that A, U, Ma, and silence is also counted.
Okay.
Okay. So that silence is more important than the letters. So this A, U, Ma are representing Bhu, Bhuvaha, and Suvaha. Okay. And then this Bhu, Bhuvaha, and Suvaha, they become Gayatri. Gayatri mantra is Satsaviturvarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. And this Gayatri mantra alone becomes entire Veda, Ruk, Yajus, and Sama. So, with respect to Vedas, you can make multiple statements, and three different statements, all of them are correct. There are four Vedas. Correct. There are three Vedas. Correct. Vedas are one. Correct. Nirveda. Brahman is beyond Veda. That's also correct. Okay. So, when we say Vedas are four, Rigveda, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. This is how Veda Vyasa has divided the knowledge of Vedas. But before the division of Vedas, like by Veda Vyasji, it is one whole knowledge, and as one means of knowledge to teach about Bhagwan. So Vedas are one. That's also correct. Now, Vedas are three. What does that mean? Vedas are three. What? So when and then if Vedas are three, what are those three Vedas? Does anyone know? They are Rigveda, Yajurveda, and Sama. Rig, Yajus, and Sama. So this Atharva Veda, based on this particular statement, some historians, especially like Western-based historians, they incorrectly conclude that the fourth Veda, Atharva Veda, is a later addition or something like that. Okay? So when it is said when Vedas are three, it is not that there are three Vedas. The actual statement is not three Vedas. There are three types of Vedas. When Vedas are three, it said there are not three Vedas in number, rather there are three types of Vedas that are in four. Okay, four books: Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda. Check. Right. Three types of Vedas: Rig, Yajus, and Sama. What does mean? Rig means chanda based. Chanda means meter based. Meter means they are like poetry based. So every poetry has got a particular meter, right? So for example, like when we are chanting Bhagavad Gita, majority of the shlokas are Anushtup Chandas. So in Anushtup Chandas, there are exactly 16 syllables in each line. Okay, and then like when we are chanting, usually like you see that sometimes we break exactly in half. Okay, whether there's a word, there's a compound word is there or not, we break it into half and read, which is first 8 syllables, next 8 syllables, like that. So this Rigveda is the poetry. Rig means poetry. Then Yajus means without chanda. Okay, so there is no chandas. So that means what? It is Gadya. Gadya means it is prose. So first type of Veda is based upon poetry. Second type of thing is based on prose. Then what could be the third type of Veda? Any guesses? Poetry is...
Mixture of the two.
Sorry?
A mixture of the two.
Mixture
Prose
of...
and poetry.
So the third is actually song. Okay, so the song-based Veda is Sama Veda. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that because these are the types of Vedas, it doesn't mean that there is no prose in Rig Veda or there is no poetry in Yajur Veda. Okay, it is not like that. Okay, it is that Yajur Veda primarily may consist of the prose, but there are shlokas in this one also. And Samaveda also contains a lot of shlokas, but there are, compared to Ruk, Yajus, and Atharva Veda, it has got more number of songs. So these are the three different formats: poetry, prose, and the song. So these are the three types of Vedas. Now, Vedas are one, as we said, is as a means of knowledge, it is all one. Because whether you read Rig Veda, whether you read Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, whichever Upanishad from whichever book they read, they're not telling this, they're not telling different things. Their final statement, their everything is Jiva Brahma Aikyata. That is the essence of any Upanishad. So, but that said, we also say Vedas are Brahman, but also understand that Vedas are beyond Brahman. So that is where Nirveda, that's also comes. So these four statements, Vedas are four. There are three types. Vedas as a means of knowledge are one, but Brahman is beyond Vedas. All these are true. So with respect to that, when we say Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu, what is that? Okay, Vedas are made up of, the essential nature of Vedas is Om. Om is Brahman. And because of that, everywhere in Vedas, they are talking about Om either directly or indirectly. And if you remove the Om from Vedas, nothing remains. Why? Again, as we said, right? Om has itself has become three sounds: Bhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha. Bhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha are depending upon whichever way you look at. Bhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha is representing our three bodies. Okay, Bhu is our Stula Sharira, Bhuvaha is Sukshma, and Suvaha is our Karna Sharira, like that. And then, that silence, the fourth sound is there, right? That is beyond all these. And that silence is what like we need to focus on. That is, these three Vyahritis and Om together says, that alone again expanded as the entire Vedas. In fact, what is it? There is a Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam Purana, Bhagavata Purana is made up of 18,000 verses. And these 18,000 verses, like majority of those verses are like huge verses, as in 4-line shlokas are there, 5-line shlokas are there, like that. So, but within Bhagavatam, it talks about where Bhagwan Narayana, Vishnumurti, has given this knowledge of Bhagavatam to Brahmaji, Brahma as in not Brahman, but Brahmaji with 4 heads, in 4 shlokas. It is called Chatushloki Bhagavata. If you understood the Chatushloki Bhagavata, you can discard the rest 17,996 verses. If you don't understand that, okay, so then there's expansion here, expansion there, and the whole Bhagavatam must be read. Okay, so even Vedas are also like that. So, and then he is that essence, Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu. Then Shabdaha Khe Paurusham Nrushu. So here, Shabdaha Khe Paurusham Nrushu, Shabdaha and Khe are one example, Paurusham and Nrushu is another example. So each time he did not specifically call out and say, oh, I am this in that, I am in this net. But what he said is, Shabdaha Khe means Khe. Kha means Akasha. Akasha means space. Khe means of Akasha. I am the Shabda Tanmatra of Akasha. So just like Rasaha Rasaha is tanmatra for ups, apaha, meaning water. So rasaha is the essence of water. In the same way, sound is the essence of space, because if the sound is taken away, then space doesn't exist. That's the idea. So I am that sound for akasha. Then the other one he said is, so that means what? Now, what is tanmatra for earth, bhumi?
Soil.
Huh?
Soil.
Soil, but from Tattvabodha, each of the 5 elements have got certain tanmatra. They're all born from tanmatra. So here we covered 2 already. One is for space, it is shabda. For vayu, it is
Air.
sparsha, touch. Okay. Shabda. Then for fire, it is rupa, form. For water, it is rasa, and the liquidity or the taste. Okay. And then for bhumi, it is, for prithvi means the solid matter, it is gandha, smell. So these are the 5 associated with this 5 tanmatras associated with 5. Okay, so that was what we studied in Tattvabodha. Why are you talking about it? Because we covered two of them here already. Okay, rasoham apsu, and then K, Shabdaha K. Okay, and then Paurusham Nrushu. So Nrushu means human. So Nrushu is human. In human, Paurusham means what? Go ahead.
Paurusham is bravery or yeah, bravery. Like
So yeah, it is a combination of bravery and pride. Okay, so Paurusham Rushu is talking about when we call Rishu as a human or a man, we said, right? So here the you can translate as bravery or like that, but Purusha is based upon Paurusha. Okay, so whatever makes a Purusha is Paurusha. Okay, so that what if you say Purusha is a human, whatever that makes a human, meaning the humanness itself is Paurusha. And that humanness is Lord alone. So in these examples, if you see, these are all our day-to-day life examples. I said day-to-day life beings that Bhagavan is taking. I see water everywhere. Without drinking water, I don't exist. I cannot exist without drinking water, like 5 to 6 times a day. And that is Bhagavan alone. Shashi Surya Yoho, yes, if I go out, I can see sun in the day and moon in the night. That is Bhagavan alone. Anywhere, I mean, back in the day, every day people used to chant Vedas, etc. So in that case, they could relate to Bhagavan Pranamaha Sarva Vedeshu. But space you see all around, sound you hear all the time. That sound alone is Brahman alone. And I see people all around me, and that humanity in that human being is Brahman alone. So here you see that knowledge factor, the jnana, how Bhagavan is making very easy for us to relate to, and it is making it very simple for us to understand. So this is why it is jnana, vijnana, yoga. Okay, so then, so this is a, we covered this shloka 8, right? Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhavaha shashi suryayoho pranamah sarva vedeshu shabdankhe paurusham drushu. Then he continues the thought in verse 9. Let us read this. So, punyaha. I'm breaking down the words, right? Punyaha, gandha. So that punyaha and gandha together, even though they're two different words, it becomes punyo gandha. Pruthivyam cha tejas chasmi. That is, there are three words in there. Tejaha cha asmi. Vibhavasau jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschasmi. So just like tejas chasmi here, tapaschasmi, meaning tapaha cha asmi tapasvishu. Okay. So can one of you go off mute and repeat after me? Punyo gandha pruthivyam cha
Punyo gandha prudivyancha
tejas chasmi vibhavasau
tejaschasmi vibhavasau
jivanam sarva bhuteshu
jivanam sarvabhuteshu
tapaschasmi tapasvishu.
tapaschasmi tapasvishu.
So here, remember we just covered what are the 5 tanmatras and from which, what are the 5 things that, the 5 elements and their tanmatras? Yes? Okay. And we covered 2 just now. What are the 2 we covered? The rasam of water, rasa of water, and we covered the shabdaha khe. Now 2 more are covered in this shloka. Punyo gandha pruthivyam. So that I am part of that, that must be understood. He simply said among. So now he, just like he said, Paurusham Rushu, when he said among people, the Paurusham means I am the Paurusham among the people, that I am must be understood. So here, Gandham, Gandha Pruthivyam. So Gandha is the Tanmatra of Prithvi. So, and then that means that Gandha is Bhagwan. So Prithvi is Bhagwan. Why? Because if Gandha is removed, then there is no Prithvi. The Tanmatra is removed. Prithvi Tattvam is not there. So then it is Bhagwan alone. Now, but here, one adjective is given. Punya is used. Punya means
Something good.
something good, merits, etc. But punya essentially means pure, unadulterated. Basically, punya means shuddha. So anything that is impure is papa. Anything, see, when we say that someone we had done papa, means we did something that is unbecoming of us. Okay, that thing that is unbecoming of us is papa. Okay, and if whatever is my pure me, that is me alone, me in reality. So that is punya gandha means shuddha. Okay, that unadulterated is what it is. Okay, so that shuddha tvam is being talked about. So that means what? It is applicable for everything, not just for this alone. Okay, so punya gandha pruthivyam. So that means that again, when you see earth, see obviously like if not anything, we see earth all around us. Okay, that alone is that is one alone. In fact, what we say Bhagwan as the husband of earth. Right? Did you hear the term before? God being the husband of So Mahipati, okay, is the husband of Earth. And the Prithvi means Earth, right? Okay. Why did the name Prithvi came to Earth? Is because Raja Prithu, who is the avatara of Lord Sri Krishna, he dug the earth and he made the entire crops, trees, etc. All this have come about. Before that, there was nothing. Earth was barren. So he uh, he he actually broke the earth into 7 continents. Okay, so we say right what is the continent? What is the name of the continent in which India is?
Asia.
According to our Hindu scriptures, there's another name.
Jambu Dweep, something like that.
Yes, Jambu Dweepa. So that is, and what does the America continent makes out to be?
Oh, God, something. I always read India only when I do my Gayatri Puja still.
Yeah, so India is part of Jambu Dweepa and America is Kroncha Dweepa. Right? Here in Sankalpa, we say Kroncha Dweepa, right? So now, how did the modern priests determine that we are in Kroncha Dweepa? I don't know. But if they had decided, they had decided. So, but so anyway, the Pruthu, Raja Pruthu, has basically made Earth as it stands today. So that's why, being the wife of Raja Pruthu, it got the name Prithvi. Now, also, see we say we actually give the visualization for Earth, especially Earth, Mother Earth, as Bhudevi. And who is the husband of Bhudevi?
I never heard Udevi. Yeah.
Vishnu, yeah.
Bhudevi is Vishnu Bhagavan. So in Bhudevi, I think in at least in Tamil Nadu, Andal,
Krishna. Andal's husband is Krishna.
Andal is Krishna. Okay, so then maybe then not Andal. Bhudevi is Vishnu Bhagavan is Bhudevi's husband. Okay, so that's why Mahipate like that. Okay, Mahendra. Okay, have you Mahendra? Who does it represent? Mahendra means Mahendra is name of a
Lord
Vishnu.
of the Indras.
Huh?
The Lord of the Indras, Mahendra.
Mahendra means the Vishnu's name, and he is Mahi. Mahi means earth. Okay, and he is the Indra of earth, means he is the ruler of earth. He is also Mahipati. Okay, so Bhupati. Bhupati also can be king, but king of all kings is again Bhagwan alone. So that's how it is. Okay. Anyway, so Punya Gandhaha Prithivya. So that is when you see earth, understand that is Bhagwan alone. Tejas chasmi vibhavasau. Vibhavasau means Agni. Okay. And Tejas chasmi. So of Tejas means the brilliance, the heat, the light of Agni is me alone. Again, so that is what, like again, that is the essence of Agni. And without this Tejas, no Agni is not there. So that Tejas alone is Agni, and that Tejas is Bhagwan, hence Agni is Bhagwan. Okay. Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu. Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu means for everything. Any bhuta that you see, any bhuta means any being. Any being you see, and the life-giving essence, that Jivanam, because of which that being is alive, without which the person would have been dead, that essential factor, because of which the mind, the bones, the flesh, blood, thoughts, everything is created, that is Bhagavan alone. Okay, so Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu. Okay. Now, in a similar vein, there's another God's name here. I mean, I just want to relate, right? Where you see Shiva. What does Shiva means?
Auspicious.
Shiva means auspiciousness. Why is it auspicious? And what happens when there is no Shiva in a being? Shiva.
Shava, the dead body.
Yeah. So when the auspiciousness is removed from that being, that becomes Shava, right? So that becomes corpse. So it becomes, so here the same thought. Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu means I am the essence of all beings, because of which those beings are beings, without which there is no life in them. Again, don't think that, oh, Shiva is different from Krishna. So who is, whether it's Krishna is life in all beings or Shiva is life in all beings? Oh, maybe Venkat loves Lord Shiva. That's why he's trying to mix and match. Okay. No. What it means is that whether you call Shiva, whether you call Vishnu, whether you call Lord Krishna, whether you call whatever name, it really doesn't matter, because everything is one alone. If everything is one alone, what difference does it make? What name, with what name we call? Okay. And but that entity, that supreme entity alone is everything, everywhere. Any questions on these two verses?
Mm.
So let's go to the sorry, I haven't finished. There is the last portion was there, right? Tapas Chasmi, Tapasvishu. Okay, so Tapas Chasmi, Tapasvishu is Tapasvi. Tapasvi means one who is doing tapas is called as Tapasvi. And I am the tapas in him. So if tapas is removed from a tapasvi, you cannot call him as tapasvi. You can call him anything but not tapasvi anymore. So here, what is the Lord's intent again? Is Lord is tapas, and because this person is doing tapas, he is tapasvi. So Lord is him. Okay. But again, what it means is that earlier he started with Vedas and astral bodies and all big things, right? Then now he's actually like okay. So in every big thing, the big thing is Bhagwan. But now he's coming down to lower level, and he's saying that no. Even uh, among the people, all the noble qualities because of which they are known, understand that those noble qualities are me alone. Okay, tapasya. Punyagandha prithivyaam cha tejas chasmi vibhavasau jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapas chasmi tapasvishu. Again, Lord is taking all this effort to make us understand that he is everywhere in everything, and there is nothing in this world without him. Okay? There is nothing in this world without him. Every visible, invisible thing that you can feel, hear, sense, that is Bhagavan alone. That, and now from a day-to-day perspective, what I need to do is that we need to remember this shloka, right? I mean, like, not only when we see fire, but we can extend this, right? So because Lord is in everything, as everything, no matter what you see, Okay, no matter what we see, we should try to recall this and say, this is also Bhagwan. Okay, Bhagwan appears as this computer. Bhagwan appears as this video game. Bhagwan appears as whatever, right? Whatever is in front of you is Bhagwan alone. Let us have that kind of glimpses of Bhagwan, no matter whether we are in a good situation, bad situation, good thoughts, bad thoughts, happy thoughts, sad thoughts, right? Uh, when you see your friends, family, or enemies, okay? No matter who you see, what you see, in whatever condition you are, if we try to remember this as much as we can, it brings us to a samatva, a state of equanimity and equipoise very soon in time. So with that, we will pause here for today. Any other thoughts?
Although I hear to this number of times, I always question why Krishna keeps saying like I think you explained it in the past, like because all of these Vedas, everything is teaching like see the God in yourself, like Brahman, right? Then it again feels like there is someone else beyond that, like I am the creator, I am the destroyer, you know. And also when we see in Tattva Bodha, there's Maya and there is a Bodha Ishvara. I mean, that's where it gets confusing sometimes. Like we say it's one, but then it, I know Ravi also asked somewhat similar question last time about duality and all that. But so I just get lost in that a little bit. Like, are we still looking for the God within ourselves, or are we saying there's a supreme force?
Yeah. So here is the thing, right? When in Tattvabodha, etc., what happens is Maya is there, right? See, so Maya is also, what is Maya in this chapter is Apara Prakriti. Okay. So the challenge in our region is that we see Maya and we miss Bhagwan. Okay. We miss the Brahman aspect and we will only hold on to the Maya aspect. Because we hold on to the Maya aspect alone without holding on to the Brahman aspect, what is the fault in that is that everything is changing. Because everything is changing, nothing is permanent in this world, and as a result, we get into dukkha, sorrow. So what Tattvabodha, etc., what they are doing is, wait a minute, let us take baby steps. See this world? This on its own is not Brahman. This is a projection on Brahman as Maya. In reality, it is not Brahman. Brahman is something else. But this Brahman, which is something else, is in and through everything. Okay. Now, our goal is shift our vision from seeing Maya to seeing Bhagwan. Okay.
So the Jiva Shakti, sorry to interrupt, but so the Jiva Shakti is what we're saying, like, ultimately that is what we're trying to realize, right? Like the Jiva Shakti within ourselves, which is not look at the Karana Sharira, physical body and all that, but it's the Jiva Shakti is what they are telling. But then sometimes I see the references where this Jiva Shakti is merging into, it keeps saying somewhere like all these Jiva Shakti is merging into that is a collection of souls is again going somewhere else. So again, we keep referring to someone else.
No. So Jiva, okay. So Jiva Shakti, did we use the term Jiva Shakti today by any chance?
No, I don't. I probably read it somewhere or maybe saw it in Tattvabodha. Tattvabodha, I have like an English translation.
Even in Tattvabodha, we never use the term Jiva Shakti, but Jiva. So
Jiva, maybe Jiva. I mean Jiva. Yeah.
So Jiva, what we are saying is that Jiva is what you call as Vyashti Upahita Chaitanya is Jiva. So that means this Jiva is just a what you call like a separation that you made for yourself as in like for your ahankara, a separation that is based upon our own ahankara, stating that anything in this alone is me.
Mhm.
Okay. So, for example, think about this. You own a home. You do
Mhm.
own a home, right?
Yeah, I'm at home. Mhm.
Independent home, right? Okay. So you have a land. Now, so when I say you, me too, okay? All of us. So this land, who does it belong to?
Mhm.
Me. Okay. Now, technically, if you step on your neighbor's land, he can shoot you,
Mhm.
right? Now, the question is, the idea that you own that land or I own that land, how true is that? How real is that?
Mhm.
Does any land belong to any of us forever, permanently?
Mhm.
Someone else owned that land before us, and someone else will own that land after us.
Mhm.
Okay. And now, the owning of this land is only with respect to humans. Now, can you tell a crow or a squirrel in your land to say like, hey, this is my land, go away?
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Okay, squirrel, you may throw a stone or something. What about ants? What about mosquitoes? What about, you know, they don't have the concept of land ownership and this land is owned by Venkat, this land is owned by Pawan, so I should not enter or anything. So this whole idea of owning the land and me being the land owner is just a maya,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? But when you see land as is, then what happened? That is telling, oh, what we are saying is that from a Vyavaharika transactional perspective, I am assigned the role of upkeep of this land in exchange of me paying some money to others.
Mhm.
Okay, for time being. That's all it is. So, in the same way, what this jiva, but that land, your land has never got separate from the rest of the earth
Mhm.
before you owned it or after you owned it.
Mhm.
Okay? So, as long as you have as long as I have a attachment for the land that I own, I get into problems because hurricane happened for us. So, oh, in my land, this happened. In my land, bunch of trees fell down. In my land, this broke. In my land, that broke. In next land, a few feet away from my land, something happened. I don't care about anything, but something happened in my land, quote unquote, my land. All of a sudden, I am feeling bad. I am also relieved that nothing happened to my land.
Mhm.
All of that is absolute uh, ignorance, right? So, what this idea that Jiva is becoming one with Brahman means it is not like, okay, it is a supreme thing, it is going. All that is that you are, we are removing that notion that, okay, this land is my land.
Mhm. Mhm.
And understand that, okay, this is a place where I am allowed to live for now. I was living elsewhere before. I'm going to live elsewhere after. Okay, this is the place I'm living right now. Goes to chapter 2. There are few bodies previous, so many other bodies that I lived in. This is the body I'm currently living in, and I'm going to go to another body afterwards. Right? So, and in which case, who does this land belong to? That one land. There's only one land. The entire earth together is one land. That is Ishvara. That Ishvara is none other than Brahman. So our idea is that like when we think that, okay, I am associated only with this land, not with other land, what about the public land? Okay. When I am walking on the road, that road is my road. Okay. When I paid a semi-private land, when I pay for a movie ticket and sit in that chair for as long as the duration of the movie, that chair is mine.
Mhm.
Okay, so that land is my land. But that portion. So once you start thinking about it, what happens is that there is no such thing as absolutely mine or not mine. Everything is relative. So, but one permanency alone exists, and I am not different from that permanency. And then what happens is that realization itself is moksha. Moksha is not going from a jiva going and merging into Bhagwan, which
Now
is a
they show in
different
movies.
entity, right? Like
Yeah.
they show, right? A light, a man dies, light
God.
goes
Yeah.
and merges there. Nothing like that. Okay, so that is that they had to show it to explain a concept to people, but that is
Yeah.
it's just as an example. That's just a visualization. That's all.
Mm. Thank you. Yeah.
Let's conclude. Om. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Have a great weekend.